This is Lewis Hart for Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Store. Always good to be joined with Belfast's finest, Frampton. We've just concluded a hot night at York Hall. Denzel Bentley sort of stopping Derrick Osaze. He didn't have too long to deal with the heat, but yeah, happy with what you saw out there?
Yeah, from Denzel, I think it was a great performance. It'll be easy for me to say a great performance and people to criticise that statement and say, well, Osaze isn't very good, but Denzel Bentley could possibly call himself world class. If you look at his performance against Alam Canuli, pushed him really, really close. Certainly fringe world class at the least, and that's what world class or fringe world class fighters do to decent fighters. And Osaze, who is a decent fighter, not a bad fighter at all. Yeah, fantastic. May not throw a better shot in his life. Great knockout.
Do you think after the Heaney fight now, he's had two really quick stoppages and in emphatic fashion, he stakes a claim, sort of, I know he'd want that British title back, but he's number 2 in the WBO, so the Shiraz fight's always going to be there for him.
Look, if I was Denzel Bentley, I'd be forgetting about the British title and feel like I'm already beyond that. Although the Brad Pauls fight is there to be made, I'd be looking for bigger names. Hamza Shiraz, you know, a great fight for him. A great fight for both guys, actually. Could earn a lot of money. Could be a fight on a Saudi bill, possibly. You could do it over here and fill out an arena somewhere. There's big fights beyond the British title for him already, and he's already been at world level and pushed a very good champion reasonably close. So, yeah, he's a throwback. There's a lot to like about Denzel Bentley. I really like him, and I'm glad to see that I think he's still improving, you know, as well, which is a mad thing. Yeah, he's a great fighter.
Absolutely, for sure. Haven't got you for too long, Carl, so I did want to sort of rattle off a few things. You was in Paris, I see you having a great time there with all the Olympic stars, and obviously one that sort of resonated with you was obviously Kelly Harrington getting a great win. I saw you very excited in the post-fight interview with her. Yeah, that's fine. That's cool.
See you later.
That's cool.
See you later.
Yeah, but so what did you make of the whole boxing at the Olympics, that tournament as a whole, when you look back on it?
I mean, the atmosphere was incredible. I only got there when it had moved from the original venue to Roland Garros, and I mean, Roland Garros is one of the most iconic sporting arenas in the world, so the fact that the boxing was there was incredible. Atmosphere, when there was French fighting, atmosphere was incredible. When the Algerian Aman Khalif fought, incredible. Probably the best atmosphere I've ever been in. And then, you know what the Irish are like, and Kelly Harrington fought unbelievable as well. And I was delighted for Kelly. Like, a double Olympic gold champion and a lovely girl, like a better girl you'll not find. Yeah, delighted for her.
Yeah, definitely. And the final topic from myself I did actually want to ask you about. We see, I guess, a rift with Canelo Alvarez and His Excellency Turki Alalshikh. Not just sort of Canelo, but obviously Turki spoken at sort of how he won't work with Tim Tszyu again. And when you see this and you see sort of fighters and people who want to go, who sort of, if they're not complying with Saudi Arabia, they almost sort of get shunned away. You know, there's not gonna be no future for yourself. But is that dangerous for the sport, really? That there's no room to negotiate?
I'm not quite sure. I mean, I'm not involved in any of these negotiations, so I don't know what sort of money's being talked about, or are fighters being greedy, or what. I have no idea. But what I do know is the Saudis pay a hell of a lot of money. Now, you know, forget Tim Tszyu. If we talk about Canelo, Canelo literally can do anything he wants on his own. He's still the top guy in boxing. He can make all the big fights and still make a lot of money. But I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure. I think time will tell if that's the case, but we're still getting a lot of the big fights, and hopefully, you know, I'd love to see Tim Tszyu in big fights on Saudi bills. I'd love to see Canelo on a Riyadh season bill. So hopefully it's maybe just a bit of an issue at the minute, and it's something that can be smoothed out.
Yeah, definitely. Carl, as always, do appreciate you taking time. I know it's a tough time for you doing all that, especially in this heat, so I do appreciate you speaking, mate. Top man.